Good morning, speed gaming and Final Fantasy Randomizer fans alike. Today we're bringing to you Game 2 of Chanigan versus Phoenix. I'm joining the booth today with Fellison, and with Sin Pyro doing our tracking behind the scenes. Fellison, how are we doing today?
Well, from what I hear, the previous seed was a bit of a trash fire, and then he, after some complaints from the runners, proceeded to roll another black belt seed. So it looks like we've got some fun times ahead.
Yeah, because what's better than a black belt seed than a secondary black belt seed?
Precisely.
It does look, however, and chat has been talking about it, black belt is coming with telemagic, which is fascinating. Having Warper exit on that black belt is super powerful. Getting out of a dangerous grind can be really nice for our runners.
True, there are some places where I would never dare to take a grind, like, let's say, Sharknado Floor, where even a cat black belt can die to the pack of waters on the way out. But
Exactly.
with this, anywhere it's safe.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm noting that the Thief, if we find it, comes with an extra 50 agility, which is just cracked because it starts with 80 agility already, so that Thief is just not gonna get punched. And then the Red Mage coming with +2 level 1 MP. We do see Chanigan has opted to take a Black Mage, which comes with Fighter Sword, so maybe we'll go ahead and throw a sword on that Black Mage if we're feeling spicy. Probably not. I mean, Magic in Game 1 was not very kind to these runners, so maybe we're going to have to rely on it. Who knows? White Mage is also coming with Doom Magic, which can be nice for if we don't get any early sweepers, we can get some kind of insta-death magic, but our runners opted to skip on the White Mage for now. And then if we decide to grab that fighter, it's just going to come with a measly 800 gold, which is just sad. And yeah, chat pointing out, White Magic in Game 1 was pretty nice. However, Black Magic was something to be desired. But our runners should be starting off here in just a moment. So let's see what kind of seed Danny has rolled for these runners Game 2. It is worth noting that Chanigan did take Game 1 over Phoenix, so Phoenix is out for revenge to get some Game 3 action going on.
I mean, Danny has only been rolling some really good seeds, right?
Yeah,
Right?
they've only been the best. Alright, there we go. There's the timer starting down on Chanigan's side.
And yes, about all these black belt seeds, I've been joking that black belt is the new 8 for anyone who was around for the Tournament of Champions last summer. Anyway, our runners are up. Ooh, a thief in the Conaria Tavern. That's an excellent start. Some really strong white magic for this red mage with both life and cure 4 in level 1.
Those are nice spells to see. And Quake and Lit 2 in Black Magic. Quake being an okay sweeper, and Lit 2 at least being able to deal some kind of damage.
There was also Lit 1, which I don't know if Chanigan has picked, but which is a surprisingly good single target spell with the improved level 1 spells flag. It's about double the power of lightning too, which makes it, for instance, much more reliable at taking down Garland.
Yeah, it can be surprisingly deal quite a bit of damage. I don't think we picked it up, but I could have missed it completely. These runners menu entirely too fast for me to see.
Anyway, both runners are taking the checks in Toph, except Phoenix is apparently just looking for some shards. Chanigan did get, I think it was an opal shield from there, so not really valuable unless he decides to go with the fighter.
And that early shard is nice to help boost some of our early game experience up just a bit. Potentially get a couple additional extra level or so out of this.
Wait,
we are
did
opting
Phoenix
to-
have no magic on that red mage?
I'm guessing we forgot. That feels bad.
Huh.
Chanigan not having a good time trying to quake down Garland.
It's a really short walk. A reset barely costs any time. Though it doesn't help that this black mage is down to 1 charge. There we go. Garland has eaten his cake. So our first key items are the ship from the king and the canal.
Hold on. Isn't that what we got? And isn't that what we got in game 1?
I didn't catch the game, so I'll just trust you on this.
Got saying my sound is low. Try and fix that. My mic does not do great things, so I apologize. If that's too loud, let me know. We'll turn it back down. But
There's a red mage in Provoca. Personally, would almost instantly grab that, knowing how good the level 1 white magic was, but Chanigan opts to keep his options open.
Phoenix so often grab that thief as well. That agility on that thief is just very powerful.
Right, none of these pesky ambushes, or at least less of them.
Yeah, I would hope we wouldn't see too many of them at this point. But Chanigan finding a cube off of Bicky, so we're gonna be looking for that shop item or having to take a trip out to Crescent Lake. Not much else for us to do at this point. Also, it's very expensive too. I don't like to see that.
If only this was the round of 8 flag set, since that will be the one that introduces the Northern Docks, which means Sky would already be in Logic.
Oh yeah, early skydive would be just fantastic.
I'm sure Danny will have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Alright, so Chanigan opting to head out of the inner sea to Crescent real quick to grab that free item. We're gonna... Oh no. No, we are gonna check Elfland on the outside first. That is where we're going. Okay.
Anyway, I guess Phoenix opted not to take lead 2 and instead quick down the pirates, taking down all but one of them with the fast cast. That's pretty efficient. Here, life 2 and exit on level 3. So there's some more tail magic in case the black dot goes down. Though, well, that's if you have some white magic, of course.
That's not going to help Chanigan too much, not having a white caster just yet.
Yep. I also saw Lit 3 in black level 4, which Chanigan cannot afford right now. Which is our first big sweeper. Next, Chanigan is going for Crescent Lake. hoping that progression is on the sages and not on a shop item that landed in there.
I mean, we as runners can hope that it's the shop item because we want to see some serious fun here. Does not appear to be so we are going to get something off of those sages.
And that's the fight if you really don't want that black belt.
Yeah, it looks like we're opting pass on that. I think since we picked up the thief, we're gonna do a...
Temper at level 6.
Oh, that's a little high.
But it is a slot that is open to Black Mage before promotion and Red Mage post promotion. So there could be worse spots for that.
Oh, absolutely. That
And it's not like you need to cast many temper casts on a black belt.
Yeah, I assume we're going to be going black belt carry here. If that thief picked up, we could potentially go with the thief carry. Because it's going to have to remain to see what kind of tiles we get, what kind of grinds we get. Maybe if we can get some really good gear for that thief early on, maybe we'll decide to head that direction. Maybe we'll do a little bit of a split. To see how
Speaking of carry, I see that Phoenix picked up the Black Mage, fully committing to either the Thief or the Black Belt. Personally, as a Black Belt believer, I'm happy to see that.
I just can't seem to get it to work for me in these flags, so I'm always hoping for that fighter to show up at some point early on, and it never seems to.
It's almost always in the Gaia Clinic.
I feel like
for
it's
some
just
reason.
programmed to be in the Gaia Clinic at this point. So we did pick up the crown off of the Crescent Lake Sages, and so we're going to take down Astos here, and it looked like we were picking up a ruby. So that'll take us on back over to Melman Continent to check out Titan's Trove and potentially Sarda. There is the chance that we get Chime Locked out of Sarda. While that would be funny for us as viewers, it feels terrible as a runner to see that Chime Lock in a place where you can get a free item.
Now Chanigan going straight over there, not bothering with the Mammon. Understandable given the amount of money available and how little there would be to be gained from level 5 magic. And there's lit one from one of these ogres. Thanks, Danny. There could be worse monsters for that to land on, since ogres are mostly an overworld enemy, and when you do encounter manips about as well as these runners, which are both, I think they're both champions, you really don't encounter many of those outside of the couple packs in Earth.
Like Phoenix was giving us a little peek of Astos' closet. I missed if we caught that third chest on the left, if it had a X on it or not. I guess we'll see if we decide to head back there at some point. Not a bad place to pick up a safe grind. Having 2 grind tiles back there and no encounters in that zone.
Also, Chanigan against that pack of girl wolves kind of demonstrated how dicey the level 2 sweepers can be to use sometimes, because even Ice 2, which is the stronger of them at 40 base damage, is struggling to kill all these wolves. It took 2 turns to get them instead of just 1, as you would expect. So getting those lit recharges up will be a huge difference maker.
Yeah, absolutely. We did see the Oxtail being pulled out of Titans and the herb off of Sarda, so we are going to be taking a trip back to Elfland. And Phoenix did check out Black Magic and White Magic in Melman, and I did happen to see Warp was learnable. So having a little bit of more Warp charges before we inevitably have to end up inside of Ordeals is nice to see. Because as we all know, Ordeals holds our progression, let's be real.
Now Chanigan gives us a look at the Hover Giants. Mummy is a pretty good party grind, but really terrible for a black belt. And Frost D's.
I mean, it's a decent bit of experience, but in my experience, Frosties are a bit hard to hit, and usually come along with some type of nasty spell or script that we don't want to see.
Yep, and they are a bit on the lower end for experience gains from dragons.
Oh, that's right, they are one of the lower of the high experience games. But being able to see 4 of them there would help out. Probably are going to opt to look for some more grind tiles and see if we can find something a little bit on the better side there, give us more experience to make that grind a lot less painful, a lot quicker. And the herb turning into the crystal, how about that? We get a fetch chain.
Yes, I sure love running a marathon around the NRC.
Yeah, and I think Chanigan parked on the outside too still, so we're going to have to make a trek all the way back around to get to that Matoya's cave to have that crystal turned in.
Also, Chanigan encountering some wolves on the one overworld tie between the Elf Castle and the town, which had rub. Shoutouts to Aslodo. Yeah, Sinpyro, our tracker, is pointing out in chat. These flags have basically been Fetch Quest, the FF1 Randomizer tournament. And yeah, so far the lack of the Marsh Cave is making us get one less start of a quest chain for the early game, which is really making it all extremely linear these days. Which should change a bit next time. For the next round with, again, those northern docks. And there's the canoe from Matoya, so that opens up, as we all know, Volcano and Ordeals. Which one do you think Chanigan will go for first?
I'm calling Ordeals. We have that telemagic. It's going to make it a lot less painful, like I said, to get through that. And typically most runners are going to stray away from that just because of the sorcerers with vanilla death touch that we have up there. Not exactly what you want to encounter early on, but like I said, it tends to have progression locked up there, so I would really think that we're going to head that direction.
And you predicted it right for Chanigan. Personally, I'd be a bit hesitant with the offense magic we have, because Lead 3 as our best spell is a bit leaving a bit to be desired, especially with one mage for not taking down the aforementioned sorcerer packs.
Yeah, and no sweeper items either. We don't have any type of gear to help us cast any kind of spells to help out here, but maybe we'll pick up one here in the first chest and we can get through this okay?
I mean, there are not that many of them, so let's not get too optimistic. Ooh, natural tile, that's not half bad. I say as they proceed to one-hit KO that black belt.
Timing.
Rando gonna rando. And also, who needs telemagic?
There's gonna first pillar it the whole time?
It was.
Wow.
Gas detail.
That gas detail is nice. That's a boatload of experience, and especially if they don't come with any kind of nasty scripts, that's going to be a large chunk of experience. And a safe tile, especially with that exit on that black belt, probably going to see these runners come back to this later on.
Oh yeah, either that or the naturals, depending on how confident we are in the black belt's survivability. Because I know the gas Ds are about the same experience as an I. Not sure where exactly in naturals land, probably closer to Nagama. Phoenix is picking up some magic for the mages. In the double lit 3s, I'd be pretty confident to dive either Volcano or Odious. And there's the rod. So whether progression is in Earth or in Volcano remains to be seen, but, well, no, Chanigan cannot just exit out of here, the black belt is down, never mind. And Phoenix following in his footsteps. Probably have a pretty easy time, maybe even picking up some walking grind along the way.
Let's see if Phoenix can one-peller this trip through ordeals. Also finding that nacho tile.
And our final tile is just bulls. No, really, you wouldn't really want to go this far into the dungeon to get a black belt grind. And, well, we already have two really serviceable tiles already.
And I didn't see any sorcerers, so this is actually a very kind ordeals to our runners today.
Oh yeah, good encounter table. Chanigan picking up a Saber +5 to match up the party's offense needs a bit. Really serviceable weapon, again. I see that... oh! No, I was mistaken. I thought for a second that Phoenix had lost his teeth, but no, that's just the black name that tripped me up.
Yeah, putting no name there is very confusing. But I guess weren't expecting to take anything in that spot early on whenever we were looking at these, looking at the party blessings early on. It does look like Chanigan was opting to head into Earth Cave. Yeah, that is the direction we're heading.
Meanwhile, I noticed that Phoenix's red mage is stuck using just Quake as a sweeper because Phoenix didn't want to commit to Lit 2 as the only way to kill Garland, which, understandable with the HP scaling we've got, and that spell is actually fairly unlikely to get him in just the 2 charges you have to start. Mage and Fighter tile. Interesting. Another pretty good option, and it's really close to the start.
It's not the worst tile to see.
Yep. So now, if we got a bit of redundancy for our grind options, which is good if one of those turns out to have some horrendous trait. Flame Shield, unfortunately, doesn't matter. Unless you go with a Ninja, in which case that is pretty much the best shield you got with that +5 blessing. I see that Phoenix has learned the hard way that gargoyles have wings and are therefore immune to Quake. That's surprisingly accurate rule of thumb with Earth resistance. It doesn't cover everything, but almost everything with wings. Quake won't work.
You know, I never thought about it that way. That is a good way to remember how Quake works. I do know that Bane does not work on the undead, and that was an easy way for me to remember where Bane doesn't work. So I'll have to keep that in the back of my brain.
Yep, anytime you see undead, you know that ice will be resisted, as well as death, poison, status. That's a bunch of stuff that really won't work. An Usta that, thanks to that thief's agility, is not doing any damage, which is a pretty good thing given how hard these can punch sometimes. And wrong element. Lightning is the one thing they resist. Fire or ice works, which is what Chanigan is going with now.
I can never remember if it's ooze, scum, or mux. Which one is which, the resistance, and which one works with better against it. I know slimes is weak to fire, but that's about all that I can remember. I think someone told me it works something similar to Pokemon weaknesses and resistances based on their colors, but I use alternate palette sprites, so I couldn't tell you.
No, the one exception is that you wouldn't really expect oozes to be weak to fire by that analogy.
Yeah, I know. I think I've always thrown ice at the oozes, just if I see the red color. But like I said, the palette swap definitely throws me off sometimes. I have to try to remember where I'm at.
Now Chanigan is done in the post-route floor, which is where the incentive for the cave will always land in a random chest. Checking marked box, which might be where key item is lying. Nope, just a shard.
And Phoenix opting to head into Volcano, so we're gonna get some divergence. We're gonna see what items we pull out of both dungeon here. Phoenix did not have the greatest time in Volcano in the last game, so let's hope for his sake that this turns out a lot better for him.
Phoenix learning from his mistake, going with Quadex on the Argos. Oh, I had misremembered. I thought those resisted death too. I guess not. There are so many enemies to memorize sometimes.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's very difficult to remember what's what, and you just want to throw out what you think is going to work best in the situation, and then remember, oh yeah, resistances are a thing.
Anyway, this ambush from Grims and a Wolf would have been pretty scary. You might have braced for a script on the imps, but nothing, thankfully. And that's the key. Not an item you necessarily need with Thief Lockpicking being turned on, but you usually need to dive some late game dungeon to even get the Thief to level 22 in the first place, so much appreciated. Opens up an incentive location in Konaja Armory. And Chanigan is going for the Lich kill. So let's see about that. Fight, Quake. Ah yes, the best strat. First Quake doesn't work. Second Quake doesn't work. Meanwhile, the Thief and Blackbelt are doing some slight chip damage to Leech might end up taking that way. Nope! Third Quake got Leech falling into a crack. How ironic. So with that, Phoenix is done with the armory floor and is taking the dive deeper into Volcano. I see some pretty low HP across the party because of all these fire attacks, so thankfully he got a good turn order on that giant iguana encounter. Chanigan picking up black magic, getting some redundancy on that warp. Because you've got no white magic to revive that black bird, so any dungeon dive could go south pretty quick. If, say, some instant spells get the black belt. Ah yes, red giant tail. I definitely don't have some nasty memories from yesterday.
Those red giants can hit awfully hard, and you just kind of forget that how difficult those can be. Not having any ice magic either, it makes it a little bit more difficult to get those down.
Wait, did something happen to Phoenix's stream? Oh no, the red giants are cast.
But Chanigan does find the floater out of Canary Unlocked. We'll get into the air with our airboat. Airboat, best boat. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Phoenix. Does look like we're still live. So... Oh, there we go.
Okay, that was just a hiccup. Though, well, we can probably guess how that fight was going when the stream went out for a second.
Yeah, since we're coming back down in, definitely did not go so well.
And Chanigan went with the white mage. Which, yeah, the white magic is pretty generous this seed with life and cure for at level 1.
Yeah, but now we're going to have to head back all around to pick up all of our magic, but at least we have the airship to do so. And then we're just going to have to hope that we can keep that white mage up long enough to get a few levels and get some HP on it. Shouldn't take too long. I imagine we'll be heading to Cardia soon. There's quite a bit of free boxes in there, along with marked boxes that hold dragons inside of them. And as we know, dragons do have decent chunks of HP. It's just going to be a matter of, does the dragon want to punch the white mage first, or are we going to get a preemptive strike off?
Now, the white magic has been pretty generous, but there's one way in which it is awfully lacking this time, and it's in offense, because the earliest sweeper we've seen is Harmful, which is at level 5.
Yeah, that's going to take some time to get some charges for that. But at least we have some utility out of the white mage early for early spells.
Yep, level 12 to be exact for the first charge.
About what, 2 fights with a box full of dragons? Maybe 3 fights?
Sure, that shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, and if we can
on
find...
how many shards we've got.
Yeah, and if we can find an XP box as well, that should help boost that white mage up a couple of levels as well. It's not a whole lot of experience, but it's quite a bit for our early levels.
Anyway, I should have been paying attention to the loot that's been found, because apparently a ribbon and the katana have both been found.
Hey, those are good pickups. And Phoenix is picking up the bottle out of Volcano, so...
And putting that black belt in slot 1, I smell it, Dan.
Oh, picking up a black shirt as well. That is going to help out. Definitely going to help out with our lack of sweepers on the
No
white
kidding.
mage.
That lack of offense is well, not fully solved, but well patched up. And that Sunsword on the red mage, sure it's helping, giving them something better than quick to do when you're trying to save some spell charges. Down goes the black dot.
Oh, was that a chime ball we saw there from Chanigan? Trying to turn that TNT we picked up out of party off. So we're off to find something else to do.
Oh, Phoenix had to revive the black dot to exit out of volcano. That's funny.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Phoenix is now waiting for an encounter in here. I'd guess. No, just taking down these pits. I expected that this would be an attempt at redanning the black belt. Chanigan picking up some trash out of the swamp island. Just resetting out of it. And the grass island has just money.
Oh, that encounter is getting spicy over there. The Peeds with Blizzard, making it easy to damn the party down, but that red mage was down to 9 HP there for a brief moment before the Cure 4 popped out. But I do feel one more swing and we're going to get through this.
That's the power of the Sun Sword. If I'm not mistaken, the best non-master weapon for an unpromoted fighter or red mage. And yes, the black belt is staying down. Ninja carry it is. Meanwhile, Chanigan heading through Waterfall, getting some nightmare encounters. Nightmare's doing the nightmare thing and knocking out the black mage. I'm pretty sure there isn't a single person I've seen in this community who likes the nightmares.
Yeah, they're not fun. Any of my encounters with nightmares have usually gone pretty south. It's best to just run away as fast as you can. Alright, let's see what our friendly, lonely little cube robot has in store for us today. We are still looking for that loot somewhere out there.
Okay, I take back what I just said about the nightmares because Crabcakes in chat pointed me out that she likes their palette. Which, yeah, I can see that. White and purple, not half bad. Yeah, you got a point.
That might be the only thing the Nightmare has going for it, but... yeah, I think that was a slab that we got out of the robot.
Yep. And Ice Armor +5.
That is going to be some good gear for that thief if we do decide to promote to a ninja, but we have been keeping the black belt up on Chanigan's side, so still not quite sure which direction we're heading there. As you said, Phoenix has made the decision, gaining the black belt. But we are going to head into Seashine. We do have the key, we have access into the Mermaid's Prison, where we can find our incentive item. Hopefully some shards as well. Although lately I've been seeing very dry sea shrines. Very, very depressing to not find a single shard over there, given that there are no encounters on the mermaid floor. So all those chests are just essentially free.
And yes, for anyone who recognizes this tune, this is indeed the theme from the TMNT NES game. And there's the massa.
Yeah, moss is a very nice pickup to find. Stick that on that thief and we're going to do some pretty serious damage, and it will also help us out if we decide to take that black belt to the moon. We can equip that moss on there to get some early levels, but it does look like we're what am I on, level 17 for that black belt probably. Almost at the first breakpoint for our hits, so the massa will not be going to need it for very long. And that is a Womp X-Cal being pulled out of the mermaids.
Yep, nobody in this race cares about the X-Cal. Well, it does have for some pretty good money, but nobody cares about the money this late into a run.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Like, what are you gonna do with all that money? Buy level 8 spells? No thanks. And another ribbon! Or, well, the first for Chanigan.
Yeah, the first ribbon found is always a nice find.
There's a suggestion in chat to put the X-Cal on the Black Mage. Unfortunately, this blessing only covers fighter swords, so nothing from promotion onward. And there's the adamant in the caravan. So that will be another location once we got the chime. I'm going to translate the slab before checking the Gaia area.
Yeah, I think we have bottle and slab turn in it, and then just the seat or the sky palace is left to explore for us.
Yep, though Chanigan is missing the bottle as that had come from a volcano.
Oh, that's right. That was Phoenix that picked the bottle up.
And yes, Synpyro, Chanigan did pick it up on the caravan vendor item. Yeah, I understand. The vendor item can be pretty treacherous for a tracker. I miss it all the time.
I usually don't get it until the second runner finds it, and I'm like, oh, did the first runner find that? Let's watch this inventory very closely for the next 10 minutes.
Anyway, speaking of key items, Chanigan just picked up the loot from Lefane. So that's item go mode. Now just need some shards. Will we get a quick look at Chanigan's inventory? Well, if we do, it will be very quick, given how fast these runners are menuing. Yup, that was just a couple frames. I couldn't quite catch it. Now Rajwan has 2 shard boxes, so that's a good start to the dungeon. Well, Phoenix is close to the end of that cave, just picked up the incentive item from there. About to take on Lich.
Looks like we're at 10 shards on Chanigan's side, so we do need quite a bit more shards to get into
Wow.
mode.
I would have expected more than that at this point. I guess Chanigan just took a very quick dip into Sea Shrine and didn't do Sharknado or the Kraken Kill, which are some of the main sources of shards for that place.
Yeah, probably not feeling too safe with our levels and the gear that we have just yet to take on the Kraken. Plus, still trying to find that loot. Makes sense that we're going to hunt down some other key item areas first, but now we have our real go mode. We just need to find those shards. Let's see if Sky Palace is going to be kind to us and provide us with the shards that we need. Though we're needing, oh, math is hard. 13 shards, so we need to find 9 shards on the way up to visit Tiamat before we can get into go mode. It's going to be quite a bit of a stretch, but it's possible with the number of chests that we have in Sky Palace. Although,
yes, less than greater than room, being the usual disappointment.
I was going to say, although with greater than less than not showing any Xboxes, this is going to prove to be a bit of an uphill battle to find these 9 shards.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about this room. It's so often completely empty of shards.
Yeah, it's so rare. So weird to see. You'd think a room with 10 boxes would hold at least 1 shard?
I see Chanigan is taking a Cerebus encounter right there. That's a pretty decent chunk of experience, and that's a tire too, so not opting to grind on it, just taking the first one. Understandable.
Okay, here is another room devoid of any shard boxes. Feels really good right now.
Chanigan checking the south room just to be safe. That one chest is surprisingly good at holding the incentive item. And some runners check it last.
Yeah, you could say it's the bane of some runners.
And was that a heuristic in this room?
I think it was. I do think it said ruse. I just barely caught a glimpse of it.
So yeah, if we get that, the main thing we'd be missing at this point is the power bank, and we'd be doing really good in terms of gear for ninja. So at this point, the black belt is pretty irrelevant, in my opinion, because getting it high enough to contribute significantly to the tofu dive would just be a bit of a waste of time. Just keep it up for the working grind, get it to 21, that's a decent breakpoint, but not enough to carry.
Yeah, it is still decent damage, but yeah. Have we picked up a katana for that thief yet? I don't remember.
You're right, I guess
I mean,
the one we pointed out earlier was in Volcano. But we do have the Masa.
The Masa is going to do some decent damage. Obviously, we would probably like to have the katana, as its potential to do a lot more crit damage is more potent. But that is the power bump pulled from Sky Palace on Chanigan's side. So that is a nice item to find. It's going to help pump that damage up. So if we can find that katana, or even a Vorpal +4, +5, would be very nice for Chaos.
I mean, with that power bank and some tempo charges on the Black Mage, and how you're usually waiting for Kyofo to go off on the Chaos fight, the Masa is also a really good weapon. Anyway, to give an update on Phoenix, he has been trailing a bit behind due to Volcano not being the play for progression, but he did get through Earth, get the airship, and do the cardia checks, getting the Forgetting the adamant in the caravan. Sorry, I was looking for the word. And the bottle that had turned into the chime, so that's the tail, and probably the defense sword. Yep, defense sword out of Dwarf Cave for Phoenix. So Phoenix will be able to promo earlier, get some charges on the ninja, which is really good given that level 1 white magic.
Yeah, absolutely. Was it Cure 4 and Life? Those are two very powerful spells, and then I think we saw Life 2 early on as well, so that'll be very nice to see.
Actually, I wonder if we will even see a promotion out of Chanigan, given how long this chain to get to the tail is turning out to be.
Yeah, I think it's going to depend on if we see a weapon that we really want to use, if we're going to dig that tail out. Like you said, the Masa, we don't need promotion to equip it, and as you said, it's going to be very powerful with the Power Bomb and Tempers, and if we can get a fast off as well, so...
And you don't even really need the extra bulk that the ninja armor provides the thief with that agility. Like, Kraken is not gonna kill you. Well, at least not the thief. Chanigan does have a white mage.
Yeah, and that white mage is already taking a dirt nap, so it's not gonna be able to defend very well against that Kraken at all.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about the spell charges on the white mage, personally.
Yeah, I haven't been able to catch to see what level it's even at yet.
I think it was high single digits, like 7 or 8, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's at least a few Life and Cure 4 charges, and maybe a handful of Life 2 charges, but not much else.
The black belt is down on Chanigan's side, so that makes for a really good walking grind on the Bridge of Destiny. That must are really putting in some work. Fighters are another one of these enemies that are somewhere around the XP drops of an eye, so that's just an excellent place for grinding. Now Tia, going with Ruse and Fast. I think the thief has a ribbon, so the Tier 1 sweepers are not gonna take it down that fast, though. Oh, a hit getting through the thief's evade and one cast of Ruse. That's a bit scary, but the black mage is now on heal potion duty. 7 hits for 223. Now poison gets the thief down to 100 HP, a bit scary again. 8 hit for 398. That same hit again. This is not quite an RG loop since we cannot quite buffer the inputs. And there we go. Tier 2 is down, so that's a good extra chunk of shots for Chanigan. And I did not pick up the shot count again.
Yeah, it was too fast. Does look like Phoenix came in to Mirage 2 with 15 shards though. So I think we are slightly ahead of Chanigan on shard count on Phoenix's side.
Right, Volcano was pretty good for shards. Oh, the black belt is back up on Chanigan's end. Probably expecting to just get a couple more shots from an easy location, like I'm not sure what, maybe Kraken, and then go straight into Topher. Ah, Volcano.
Yeah, we did not visit Volcano on Chanigan's side yet. Phoenix using the warp magic to quickly revert back to the center room on Sky 1.
Oh, if I'm not mistaken, that... Oh, wait, no, that was the restroom in Sky 1. I thought for a second that was the Sky 2 room that the power bank came out of. But anyway, since Phoenix is not checking out the unmarked boxes, I think we'll miss out on the power bank, which is really unfortunate. He does have 2 temper casters to make up for that.
Yeah, Phoenix has not picked up the loot or the slab yet, so we have not. We're still looking for marked boxes only, and we're gonna get to top of Sky and realize that it is one of those unmarked boxes. So we'll have to see if Phoenix decides to take a trip back through to pick them up, or if we're gonna just hope that we don't need it. Oh, that's right. It was slab into loot. So,
Correct, with the slab being in the waterfall.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty likely next dungeon for Phoenix to dive after this. Yep, Phoenix is only checking out the shard boxes, so no power bank.
I got a glimpse of Chanigan inside. Looks like we're at 21 shards coming into the Agama floor.
Yeah, I got that too, so that's 7 shards missing. Chanigan will obviously get 2 from the carry kill, and there were quite a few on this floor. So that's really close to go mode at this point, at a pretty good pace. But as our trackers in Pyro is pointing out, there are not quite enough shards in Agama floor to get Chanigan all the way to 28 if we add in a carry, so after that maybe Chanigan will go for the bottle turn in and get the last shards from Dwarf Cave, or at least attempt to, because I'm not sure if there were some shards in Dwarf Armory.
I think I remember seeing 1 shard in Dwarf Armory. There wasn't much else in there of note for gear, but yeah, there was at least 1 marked box in Dwarven Armory.
Chanigan picking up these unmarked boxes, probably looking for the defense sword, and ends up getting that ribbon that Phoenix got earlier, so that's 2 now for Chanigan. So that's some pretty good safety. A ribbon on your carry and a ribbon on the life caster.
Yeah, Chanigan also saw the katana in there as well and picked it up, so still kind of hoping for that tail, I suppose, for some extra crit damage. Although katana +1, I don't know if I would just go with the Nasa for the whole way, or if I would opt to grab that tail and use the katana. I don't know. It's a tough call. We do have the kit to just make the Masa work, so...
Okay, there were only 3 shards in Agony Flow, so yes, as Archaka pointing out, Chanigan will need 2 more shards after this dive. Two is not that much, so I've seen some seeds where you can just get all the shards you need for go mode in the Aft Treasury. Well, all the shards you need after the main dives, because no, we'll not find 28 shards in those 4 chests.
That would be pretty impressive if we could, though. Oh yeah, and we have not seen Toflocked either, so we could potentially get 1 or 2 out of those chests as well.
And Chanigan is going for the battle turn in. Which, yeah, with the knowledge he has, he might know that this can only be the chime. Now, that might mean that Chanigan is going for Dwarf next, since that's the place that was blocked by the chime. So the question is, he will probably get the tail. Will he turn it in? I mean, probably yes, because that extra bit of safety from the armor on the thief is nothing to sneeze at. Plus the katana, of course. Yeah, Chanigan will promote, I'm pretty sure. Yes, talking to the invisible nothing hit dwarf, and then killing the hairy dwarf.
Yeah, we're going out of our way to take out that dwarf today. I
mean, who will be left to cheer you on? Dwarf Cave is so close to Torfa. It's such an efficient spot to for a supporter.
I don't know, that hairy dwarf has never done any support for me. It's always just gotten in my way.
But there is so much room to maneuver around him.
Yeah, and then he walks back into my path. It's just easier to delete. But Phoenix is pulling up Tia fight. Having a little bit of difficulty getting through. We are casting Bane with that Bane sword, but the poison damage coming out, taking the black belt out, so no more Banes. But we should have only a few more swings left to get rid of Tiamat here. Tiamat's very dodgy. It was 10 hits for 300 damage. 9 hits for 164. That's just... oof, does not feel good. Not dodgy, absorption. Bulky. Yeah, very high absorb on that Tiamat.
You really feel that lack of a power bonk. Alright, Measure goes down to poison. But the ninja has been slowly chipping him down, so that's a successful fight. Chanigan going to F Treasury. And there are 2 shots. Why is it always exactly 2? It's either a 0 or 2 in my experience. I don't know why. So with that, Chanigan is gonna hit go mode at about 59 minutes, probably going straight to Tofu after that. And that's, well, no, you really don't go spell shopping when your ninja is freshly promoted and doesn't have any spell charges.
Yeah, it's a big waste of time doing that. I've done it myself a few times and realized I get into Topher and I don't have spell charges. Why did I just spend all that time?
Yeah. Though you have even just 1 charge, that does change the equation quite a bit, because that 1 charge can go a long way if it's a critical spell like Life or Fast. But in the case of a Black Knight, of course, not a White Ninja. Now bring up Lich 2. Will Lich get the nuke? That's not a really good roll out of the ninja, and yep, that's a nuke. Both mages are done? Yeah, understandable reset.
Yeah, no life magic on that ninja, definitely want to go ahead and reset out of that. The HP values are very low on those, both of those mages, so we're gonna have to really hope that Lich is gonna decide to punch to get through.
Chanigan is putting those sweeper items on the white mage to make up for that lack of offense. Actually, with the low HP that level 15 white mage has, I really don't think it's gonna survive a nuke if it goes off, so I wouldn't count on the white mage making it out of this fight alive. Oh! The white mage made her saving throw, so I take back what I just said. That was almost a minimum damage nuke.
Yeah, probably best case scenario for Chanigan there.
You see that? But look at that stop. But one more ninja swing. Yep. And Chanigan is showing off some pretty good menuing for the heal potions. I've heard that there's some technique using the B button. I haven't implemented that yet in my runs.
Yeah, I've tried one out a little bit, but it's definitely something that you have to sit and hammer into your muscle memory to get it to work right, especially on controller. On keyboard, for keyboard player, it's probably a lot easier to maneuver that. But yeah, it's very, very skillful. So Phoenix did pick up this slab out of Waterfall. Still looking for 2 shards and our loot, so we're opting to check the mermaid side. We will get our shards out of here, but we're going to get a big old whomp when we find that X-Cal and realize we have to trek all the way to Melmond and then all the way back to Lefane.
Well, Chanigan could take out Carry 2, I would not say easily, but the easy part is that her offense has been pretty underwhelming, so no trouble keeping everyone alive, though the offense was the hard part, with just a ninja and a black belt trying very hard to get in some damage, but, well, doing as well as you'd expect out of an ungrinded black belt. And the 2 mages that like their big non-elemental sweepers. The black belt does get a much better hit on Kraken 2, I see. I see that, and the next one is just 1 hit for 6 damage. Chanigan had been stacking some in these 2 casts to render Kraken's fairly infamous punches almost irrelevant, but I see that, and instantly Kraken takes down the white mage. Thanks, Kraken. Can always count on you, pal.
Yeah, I think that's something that's almost a given. Kraken is going to take that white mage out.
And with that, the white mage makes a very generous donation of a white shirt and a ribbon. How generous of her.
Okay, so Phoenix having to venture into the Kraken side to get that final shard. But we'll just need to make that trip to Lefane to get our loot, and we are in go mode for Phoenix as well. Not too far behind Chanigan, but we're going to have to see something nasty come out of Tier 2 or Chaos for Phoenix to be able to catch up here.
Well, Tier 2 is actually not that dangerous with all the ribbons we got, and the black belt is pretty much irrelevant to the next couple fights. At most, just a white shirt and heal potion spammer. So we don't really care that much that she doesn't have her own ribbon, though that black belt magic defense is coming in a bit handy, letting her survive that hit too. Chanigan goes for the Quarex. Not quite. Oh, that's a big deal. The black mage going down at the last possible moment before the ninja gets a big swing. And Chanigan's stream is having another hiccup. This time no red giants involved.
We were menuing too fast for the screen to keep up. That's what's happening.
Ah, good. It came back just in time for the chaos fight. So is that a white shirt and rustic? Yep, that's it. Chaos opens with a punch and a miss. White shot, power bank. Ice 3 does a number on the Black Belt's HP, but not so much on the Ninja. More in this too, probably for durability on the Black Belt. Lead 3, again, not too much damage. Pumping up the damage quite a bit higher on the Ninja with that power bank. Crack doesn't get anyone to the ribbons. More power, understandable. Inferno, yep, that's a strong spell. Gets the Black Belt right down to 0 HP. And Swirl, that Ninja might be in trouble. Slow to misses, thankfully, since that's a spell that's not affected by the ribbon. Now maybe going for an RNG loop. That first hit was for 705, not half bad. But Cure 4 comes in and wipes that progress. Fire 3, not what you want to see. And Chaos misses. Is that the loop we're looking for? Well, maybe not with that damage value of 87, and that's a wipe. Unfortunate. Now Chanigan is going for something else. What will it be exactly?
We're heading for a grind.
I remember the tile he's going for is mages and fighters, probably trying to get just a couple levels and get some charges on the Ninja. But again, stream having some issues. That's quite a lot of those this race. And with that, Chanigan has left the lead to Phoenix, who's going tougher with more preparation. A Ninja that was up much earlier and has those life charges probably. And the other life caster is Red Mage with more levels, so more bulk. And Lich proceeds to not nuke on first turn, so that's some good damage from the Ninja's Katana and the Red Mage's Stun Sword. Lich goes down in 2 turns pretty easily. Chanigan is already out of the case, so I guess this was what I was mentioning, just going for those spare charges.
Yeah, probably hoping to grab at least one spell charge so we can have life magic for safety later on. That chaos was awfully dodgy. We were only doing 1 to 2 hits from that thief. Feels kind of bad not having the black mage to get the fast and the lock spells off for chaos. It does appear that Chanigan is looking for a better grind. Not satisfied with the mage and the fighter. Looking like we're going to head back and take on those gas Ds that were here in Ordeals. That'll get quite a few levels very quickly.
Meanwhile, Phoenix has just gotten past Carry 2, who was not too keen on dying and took a while to take some big hits. Now onto the Kraken floor. Phoenix is coming in with 2 life casters, so Kraken will be very confused as to who he has to hit. So I see Temper and Fast turn 1. And Defense Sword to make sure that Ninja doesn't go down, since, you know, both your main damage dealer and a life caster. Going with Luck 2 and more Temper. And switching to just some lead 3s for additional offense. 7 hits for 699. Kraken does the Kraken thing and punches the Red Mage straight to bed. 6 hits for 816. That's Kraken 2 down. Phoenix moves on to the stairs before raising the Red Mage. Right, there was also life 2 in early White Magic, though that was not Red Mage unlearnable, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. I do remember seeing life too, but I didn't remember where it landed for that red mage, so...
Well, that's what track notes are for. It was slot 2 of level 3, so yes, that's White Mage only.
Okay, that makes sense. Tier 2 deciding to bane down the entire party, so we're left with solo ninja, but we do have life too, so we're gonna bring back that red mage back up.
That's the power of an early promo. The white ninja is often it's not the fastest carry for offer because of that general lack of offense and black magic, but if that ninja has any life spells, that makes a world of difference in terms of reliability.
Yeah, 100%. Still struggling to get some good damage off of that ninja though, or Tia. We're definitely hurting not having found that power bonk.
Yeah, if I go correctly, the HP scaling on this track set is somewhere around. Actually, I have the rando open. I can go check that out. It's 160 through 180%. So Tia 2 with a base 1100 HP is getting pretty close, but not quite the 2000 HP mark. So without some really big hits, it takes a while to chip through all her HP. That's the reason the Excalibur is such a difference maker usually in this flag set, if you have a party that lets you actually take a fighter. Now onto Chaos. Defense sword on the ninja and the wall. I see that Crack took down the black mage, how rude. So lives 2 and I didn't quite catch what the red was casting, that's fast. Now more defense, and the stream is struggling again. Really unfortunate on a moment as important as the chaos fight, but oh well.
Hamsters are leaving us in suspense.
I see that chaos is up to leave 3 in the script, so that's the spell before slow 2, if I recall correctly. 3 hits for 334, that means we need some luck before we can actually do some damage. Slow 2 targeting the black mage. That's pretty much the best target, because whoever puts a sword on the black mage, she says the person who tried Black Samurai in a couple races. And let's ignore that for a second. Now here comes the Cure 4, both from Chaos and from the Red Mage on the Ninja. Now, how are our mages doing on temper charges? I know that's a level 6 spell, so the Red Mage is probably struggling to even have some charges left. Probably out of the mat at this point. 8 hits for 806, so that's pretty ideal. Chaos will just go down in a couple more turns of this. But that's fast. Nuke is coming off next spell, so it will be a bit tight. There comes Nuke, wipes out the Black Mage, but leaves the other two down to double-digit HP. Will this be enough? 9 hits for 831. Going for safety cure 4, but 7 hits for 889. That's terminated. Phoenix takes down the Chaos at 1 hour 15 minutes. Official ratetime.gg time of 1:14:57. GG's.
It's GG's to Phoenix pulling out game 2. Gonna force a game 3 onto Chanigan here. Let's have to see if we can get Phoenix into the booth here. And welcome, Phoenix. GG's.
Hello.
Yes. That is the son of someone who just went through 2 black belt seeds.
2 Danny black belt seeds, and for anybody who didn't bother watching the first seed, it was just absolutely wretched. Like it was the Danny seeds of Danny seeds. So yeah, that was fun. And then I was clenching a lot when I forgot to cure for my ninja after that nuke. And thankfully, he's thankfully just punched and didn't throw a skill out or anything. That was a bit of an oopsie.
Yeah, seeing your carry down to 60 HP is always a bit stressful.
Yeah. I mean, knowing Chanigan, I mean, when I was watching the last 10 minutes and seeing Chanigan in like on Chaos before I even had the loot. Yeah, I knew he'd be well ahead of me. So if I wiped there, I was probably going to be done.
Yep. Anyway, the black belt. When did you decide that this was going to be a ninja carry instead of a black belt? Was it
As soon as I found
finding
that
that?
katana.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And I remember that really funny moment when you'd land the black belt on some encounter and then suddenly found out that the black belt was your only telemagic caster, so you revived him before sending him back on the overworld.
Yeah, that was a little bit awkward. You know, I'm as pro black belt as they come, but I don't want to see more black belts.
But black belt is the new hate.
Well, there seems to be a disproportionate amount of them being rolled this round.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we got some. I think Danny's got some loaded dice.
Danny's got Danny luck, and if it can make the seed any more putrid and horrid, it will make the seed more putrid and horrid.
Anyway, Chanigan is going to Topher, currently on Tier 2. Tier proceeded to just chomp down that white wizard. Thankfully, this time Chanigan has some charges on the ninja, so this is just a temporary predicament. And that Masa is doing quick work of Tia. That was 9 hits for 502. The black belt is in the 30s, I see, because that was a 7-hit attack. So now, approaching Chaos. I see Chanigan, just like me, is in the school of take the last step before the manuring. And putting the white wizard in slot 1 for the final battle. Manuing really fast. I struggle to catch everything. White 5, not white 5. White shot from the white wizard. Just some punches from the black belt. And power bonk on the ninja, fast from the black mage. Also putting fast on the black belt. Not half bad given the not insignificant damage that black belt is putting out. Miss temper that targeted that sleepy white wizard, unfortunate. Next going for some lock 2s because I do believe this cursor was rather evasive. Crack comes out, gets nobody. 6 hit for 12 from the black belt. Then more temper, this time on the black belt. But the black belt is down. The ninja gets 6 hit for 300 something damage. Switching the tempers to the ninja instead of reviving the black belt. I perfectly understand. Inferno takes down the black wizard, and there's the final blow. Chanigan finishes with an official race time .gg time of 1:20:06. GG's.
And we're joined with Chanigan in the booth. GG's Chanigan.
Hello, thank you. That could have gone better. No.
Yes, last location tail be like.
Yeah, that felt so bad. Just me skipping Volcano, like, I didn't need to go there. And yeah, that bite me a bit in the end, but oh well. Not the end of the world. Just gotta perform better on game 3.
Yes, do you want someone else to roll the seat for that one?
Sorry?
Do you want someone else to roll the seat for that one?
Yes, yes. I want. Not gonna lie, I want another black belt. Like, I want all of 3 of our games to be black belts at that point.
Please no. Please no.
Oh boy, but yeah, no, black belt starts is just awful. But no,
Yeah, but Black belt none start too, right?
yeah, this one was just worse.
I mean,
the
I
magic
like that
also
none.
was. Yeah, it was fine. Didn't matter that much because the thief was pretty early. Well, very early, I should say. I almost took 2 thieves, but I really wanted the white mage for the life and from life 2 after. But yeah, God, that magic. The 2 seeds that we'd done this morning, the magic was just god awful.
Horrid.
Yep. Like, where are my Lightning 3 level 1 or Nuke? Where's Nuke? I never saw Nuke in both seeds, so.
It was
Level
7
7.
this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean you don't like lightning 3 downing slimes over like
Yeah.
4 rounds?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's just so much fun.
Yep, that was fun. But yeah, no, wasn't too bad. I think I could have gone back on another dive when I wiped on Chaos, just because I got bad luck with Kraken 2 just obliterating my my white mage. But I'm like, yeah, I want life 2 in case something's bad happen. And I should have stopped at like 1 or 2 charges of life 2 on my ninja. But I was like, yeah, better do it until I got my 4 charges.
And as a bonus, you got some pretty decent damage out of that black belt on Chaos before
Yeah.
she went down.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, at least. But yeah, the black mage, not the black mage, the black belt was just there, just to do a chip damage. But yeah, because not gonna lie, in these seeds, I'm not grinding the black belt. Like, never. It's not a good idea.
It just takes too long.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're
even
better
the
off.
The quick blue stake off the hard reset last time off like 2 steps, and you still lapped me on that one.
Yeah. No, it just, especially with like a Masa or a decent katana. Like, katana rolled +1, I think, on this seed.
Yep.
Correct, it was +1.
Yeah, Masa was +4, so Masa was big. And was free, so. But yeah. No, it's gonna be fun, fun game 3. Don't know when yet. Maybe tonight, we'll see, depending on our schedule.
Quite possibly tonight.
Yeah. Sorry, Danny, if you're watching this, it's a bit last minute.
I mean, that's what she gets for rolling that horrid seat from this morning.
Yeah, both seeds were fun. The first one was okay-ish, I think. Like, I didn't see anything that you saw, like the bad scripts. I didn't see any of that.
Oh, I got all the bad scripts.
Yeah. And the second one, I don't remember. Not gonna lie, I don't remember most of it, just because I was all over the place. My routing in game 2 was just complete trash. But like,
Anyway.
I've been in like all locations like more than once. But yeah.
Anyway, with that, I think it's about time to move on to final thoughts, starting with our winner, Phoenix.
Thanks, folks, to the crew for coming out this early in the morning to crew this for us. Chanigan GG's. We'll see you again later tonight. Thanks, Speed Games, for hosting us, and thanks so much for some wonderful seeds, Danny.
Chanigan?
Pretty much the same thing as Phoenix, but a real thank you to Danny for those seeds. No, but it's fun. I like Winter Tournament. I like these flags, and I don't know, it's fun. I had a lot of fun. As always, thanks Speed Gaming and you guys to commentate and tracking this. I know the first one was pretty early, but and the second one too. Well, 10:30 is not too bad, but still, thanks again for doing that. And yeah, we'll see you with what's happening with Game 3.
All right. So, Maclean, would you mind taking us out?
Yeah, just want to give a huge shout outs to Synpyro for doing all the button clicking in the background and keeping us honest in the booth with tracking our locations. We really appreciate that. And Speed Gaming for hosting us. And also thank you to Felson for joining me in the booth today. It was fantastic. And GG's to the runners. We're looking forward to a really good Game 3. If that does happen tonight, maybe we can get a last minute crew put together. We'll have to see. It is Super Bowl Sunday in America, so a lot of people probably we're going to be focused on that. But I personally think that the Game 3 of this matchup would be better to watch. So, but also, so if you're new to the community and you like what you see here and you want to join, want to have some fun yourself, hop on over to the Discord. You can visit FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. It has links to the wiki in the Discord. It's also the actual randomizer to randomize your own seeds. Coming up at the end of March, we have the Duckling Bootcamp, followed by the Duckling Derby, which teaches new players how to run the game and hopefully take down these veterans that you've seen running today. Also, one more thing. Coming up, I don't remember the exact dates of it, but I think it is in late June or early July. We have a live Final Fantasy Randomizer marathon event. Usually takes place online, but this year the organizers have managed to put together a live event. So check out the Discord for more information on that. And with that, we'll catch you all next time.